Jackie from TechJackie.com. Welcome to another video on SEO. First of all, if you're brand to this channel, make sure to press the subscribe button down below so when I release a new SEO video like this, you get notified, right? So in today's video, I'll be kind of going through the latest case studies that I've written on my website. So here's the website. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go ahead and read more about it. And this is a search console, and essentially I'll be guiding you through what I did with the project and what was the background and eventually what we achieved, right? So just to give you a little bit of context of what this project is about. So initially, uh, this project is for a local dental clinic website here in Thailand, and so the website is in Thai language, right? And in total, there are 15 pages on the website, so it's only commercial pages, means no information, blog content, or anything. And the goal of the client was to rank on Google as high as possible within 3 months of the campaign, right? So essentially, the client actually opened his new dental clinic in January, and then he reached out to me to rebuild the website. Essentially, the client initially has only one page website, so he reached out to me. He wanted to get a new website built, basically turn it into like multi-page website with full service and everything. And along with that, once we completed the website, we also the goal also was to do SEO, continue SEO with it. Um, so we started doing SEO right around March. As you can see, this is when the search console was kind of integrated, connected to the website. So from March, and we ended the campaign in June, right? So in June. Um, so from March to April is 1 month, April to May is 2 months, and May to June is 3 months, right? So we ended the campaign on 20th June, so around this day, right? So this is the 20th June, and this was the last day of the campaign. And as you can see, we've been growing since then. So within 3 months, we were able to rank for multiple keywords on the first page of Google. In fact, we managed to get into top three for pretty much every keyword and number one spots for many of the keywords as well. So just to give you a quick overview of the ranking, as you can see, here's the keyword in Thai, and here's the position, here's the clicks. You can see 1.7, 6.6, 5.7, but this again 3 months, right? So if we were to go to the last 28 days, actually, which is the June, right? So as you can see, like all these are 3.6, 1.9, 6, 2.6, 2, 7, 5.9, and a whole lot more of main keywords on the first page of Google. Most of them in top 3 to top 5. Some are even in the number one spots. And we also managed to get a lot of the featured snippet as well. So let's say if I were to do a search for um, one of the keywords, so here I'll be typing in Thai. So I'll be typing here. Um, yep. So this is one of the keywords that we rank. That we were able to rank number one with the feature snippets. As you can see, this is the website with the feature snippets, and then a whole lot more of keywords with feature snippets and number one spots, right? So coming to the challenge, one of the biggest challenge of this project was obviously time frame. I was only given only 3 months to achieve the results, and also there were a couple of other established dental clinics in the first page. Um, but fortunately, the area or this local area isn't that much difficult. Like it's low to medium competition keyword, but nevertheless, it's a dental clinic. So one client dental client for this particular client can cost like a couple $1,000s, right? So it's a high ticket sales, of course, even though it's not that competitive. But again, there are some established clinics ranking on the first page, and also obviously the time frame is only 3 months. All right, but nevertheless we managed to achieve it. As you can see here, And if you scroll down to the bottom of this case studies, you'll see there's a even testimonial video that I asked a client for, which he, obviously recommended me for the service. So yeah, so this is all the background on what we achieved with the project. Essentially, just to show you that it's not a big website at all. It's only 15 pages. The home page for the main keyword, and about 8 or 9 other service pages, and then pages like about us page and promotion page, contact us page, right? So roughly about 15 pages in total. Okay, so let's get to the what I did, right? So initially, like I said, I was given a task of redesign the website. So right off the bat, the website was designed by keeping in mind SEO. So making things like making sure that it's mobile friendly, secured, and lightning fast. So moreover, we were able to pass the core web vitals as well. So that's sort of a good thing. And the website was built using Elementor and WordPress. So even Elementor and WordPress website can also pass a core web vitals as well. So that's a bonus thing that we got nevertheless, right? After that, we right after I was given the website was finished, then I start immediately with the on-page optimization. I skipped the keyword research part because the client had like 9 main keywords that he wanted to rank for, right? So one was the home page for the main keyword, and nine, I think 8 or 9 service pages. So each service pages are dedicated to one of the main keywords, right? So let's say dental fillings was one of the main keywords, and then like um, let's say braces in the particular area is also one main keyword. All these kind, right? So different service, different main keywords. So no need of keyword research. And also, like I said, there were no blog articles or content or anything. Therefore, we skip the keyword research altogether. So we start off with the typical heading H1, H2, and F3 optimizations, and then followed by the page structure optimization and addition of subtopics. So, for example, let's say we start off with the introduction of to the service, followed by the service provided, the reason to hire company, etc., etc. So making sure that the content is properly optimized and all the subtopics on the page are properly well written, keeping in mind all the semantics and all the contextual flow within the content. So all of these, obviously whatever you're doing, you need to make sure that you cover the topic in detail, right? Then after that is sentence level optimizations using semantically relevant keywords, right? So basically what I did is I used my own tools as well as the reverse engineering the competitors to see the set of semantically relevant keywords, or other relevant keywords that are relevant related to dental clinics. Like for example, when you talk about dental clinics, you need to talk about things like, I don't know. So let's say for dental clinic, you need to talk about things like braces. You need to talk about things like tooth. You need to talk about things like, I don't know, clinician, right? All these kind of words that needs to be there in the content. So these are words, relevant words that are relevant to the topic of this dental clinics. So you can use tools like Surface SEO to help you with this. But again, I also have my own tools which is based on transformers or BERT, essentially the same algorithm that Google uses, but obviously it's a different version of BERT, but nevertheless it's pretty good. It can be used in this. And then next is internal links. Again, making sure that all the pages on the website are internal links to each other and also linked back to the main page. And for the anchor text, I mainly use exact match keyword or partial match keyword. So essentially, let's say this is the home page, right? This is the home page, the main keyword we want to rank for, and these are the service pages on the website. These are also keywords that the client want to rank for, right? So essentially what we did here is, the homepage link out to all these service pages, right? And then all these service pages to help support the main page, we link back to the home page as well, of course. And some of these service pages are also related to each other. Like for example, the tooth extraction and denture, which are the two dental services, are also relevant to each other. So we also do internal link back and forth between these service pages as well. So making sure that the internal links are contextually placed like within the body of the content and properly placed, like as long as they're relevant, then only we link to each other. And for the anchor text, we use, the exact match or variations of the exact match. So let's say, let's say we want to link to the homepage with the keyword like dental clinic. So we use the anchor text something like dental clinic plus the location, right? Since it's a local SEO, then we do like check out our dental service here, something like that. So we make sure we have a variation of a keyword there as well in the anchor text, right? And mix in to make sure it looks natural, essentially. And URL optimization, obviously having the keyword in the URL is a important thing there. Keyword count and variation optimization. So, making sure I have the right frequency of keyword on the page. Like, for example, let's say you want to rank for a cleaning company, then the word cleaning, you need to make sure that the competitors, that you mention this word a couple of times, at least within the average of what the competitors are using, right? Kind of like a keyword density, essentially. And then at the entity connection establishment. So this is a tactic that I use to help Google understand the website entities better, essentially to establish your website as a reputable entity, trusted entities in Google's eyes. So in order to do this, I use simple sentence structure such as we are ABC and we offer XYZ. Use simple sentence to tell Google exactly who you are and what you do. Another thing here is to have a clear business name, address, and phone number, along with the dentist information and background for EAAT. So what I did here is I also had a proper About Us page created and tell exactly what who is this clinic, who founded the clinic, how long it has been in the business, why choose this clinic, etc., etc. So full information on the About Us page. Also, we also have a dedicated dentist page. So that dentist page also tells information about each dentist in the clinic. We also link out to the universities where each dentist kind of graduated from, because that also helps establish the connection. Like, so for example, let's say this is the dentist page, and let's say this is one of dentist page, and then we also link out to to the the university where this dentist was graduated from, and then this obviously talks about this dentist name, right? So there's an entity there of this dentist which matches this one. This can help Google kind of establish the connection easier, right? So all this is in to help establish the EEAT more effectively. And lastly is the design refinement and connection. So right after I finish off with the website design, during the SEO process, I also refine the design elements on the page as well to make sure that they are in consistent flow in all the sections, or in all the areas are connected without breaking the semantic connection from one area to another. So essentially what this means here is, so when I finished off the web design, obviously there were a couple of places, a couple key areas where I needed to fix or to re-optimize during the SEO process. So for example, let's say this is the hero section, or the top above the full section of the website. And then this is like the section which introduced to the clinic, and then this is the section which introduced to the service. So essentially what I did here is I refined I redesigned these areas a little bit to make sure they are connected to each other, right? So each area are connected to each other, in a sense like there's no design elements that kind of blocks the connection between these two areas. For instance, I also use like sentence that says, like, for example, check out our service below, and then there's a service below right here. So essentially transitioning from this area to this area to this area, there's a contextual flow from each area to one another. So essentially connecting each section together in a very logical and contextual way using words and design elements on the page, right? This way, it might not be a big factor, but I believe that by having a very clear, proper structure on your page, helps Google understand easier what each section means on your page, which eventually will help Google understand what the whole page is all about, right? So this this shows you that how much of a detail I put into doing the on page for this website. So every detail counts, right? Okay, so after we finish off the on page, obviously the impressions, the keyword ranking quickly skyrocketed. So all of these were completed within the first 1 month. So within the first 1 month, as you can see, the site started kind of taking off from that, and then yeah, with the time and with the age, after 1.5 months, the site also started taking off. But during the on page process, in parallel, we also started doing off page, which helps accelerated the process even faster. So the main thing that I did for this campaign was brand building and engagement optimization, right? So I've been talking a lot about user signals and brand engagement, that they are being like one of the biggest, pretty much, or maybe the biggest ranking factor there is in SEO. So what I did right from the first month after we finish off right after we started the SEO campaign, I asked the client to run a cheap Google Ads campaign to quickly build brand awareness, which ultimately worked well and has brought in many brand searches, engagement, and traffic signals, which have been helping the site to rank even quicker. So right after the right on the first month itself, like when I was kind of tweaking the on page of the website and everything, I also asked the client to start doing some ad Google Ads campaign, right? So obviously, Google Ads doesn't really help SEO directly, but indirectly it helps building up brand awareness within the local area. So quickly, within the first 1 to 2 months, people have started noticing the brand, right? Like I said, it's a new dental clinic in the area, and therefore no one really knew about this clinic initially. But then after we started doing Google Ads, people start noticing more and more of the brand, and people started kind of engaging more and more with the brand and doing things like brand searches, like searching for the brand on Google, visiting the website, and sending, obviously becomes a traffic. And all of these kind of compounded over time, right? The brand search, the brand traffic, the clicks, everything from the Google Ads helps indirectly build up the brand reputation over time and brand awareness over time. And this has immensely speed up the process, right? So after we start doing Google Ads within the first 1.5 months, all the keywords, all the impressions just skyrocketed because we have received so many of the brand search and brand awareness, and quickly skyrocketed many of the keywords rankings. But beside the building thing, I also did things like citations from high quality directories and social profiles. So registering the website on a couple of trusted authoritative directories like within the local area also helps as well, right? We also did a couple of reviews campaign to help build up more brand awareness, which obviously is a part of this, right? Reviews and sentiment establishment. So ask a client to ask his clients to leave positive review on some of the big directories in the local area, which all have contributed to the EEAT, right? The trust. The T part of this is the trust, right? When Google sees that other properties that talk about you also has positive mentions about you, and if they're coming from trusted directories, trusted website, it helps build trust in Google's eyes, right? And lastly, this brings us to the link building part, which is only done minimal at this point. We didn't really focus a lot on link building, but nevertheless, links were used as like the kind of like the final thing to help push the website even further. So after a great on page and branding and citations, the site has quickly gained a lot of rankings, and all I needed in the end was just a small push from some high quality backlinks. So we started doing link building towards the end of the second month as well as the third month. So only about, you can say, only less than a month of a link building campaign, right? So for this project, I just focus on a few high quality PBN links. So PBN links, if you don't know, is essentially like a homepage links, right? So links coming from a homepage. So like, let's say this is a website, and this is your website, and this the let's say this is the home page of where you're getting the link from. So the links come from the home page itself, which has a lot of power and trust. Why don't we only focus on a few, less than 10 PBNs in total, kind of like, yeah, around 10 PBNs in total to the main page and a couple of other inner pages. So let me see. So the home page roughly about five. So about 15 links in total to the website. So about 7 links to the home page, and about 8 links to the inner pages. So they're all equally distributed, or not equally distributed, but distributed to some of other important pages on the website. And that's it. So roughly about only 15 high quality PBN links to the entire website, and coupled with brand building, reviews, and all this. And yeah, that's it, which brought us to the final result. Within just less than 3 months, we were able to rack up a lot of clicks, number one ranking spots, feature snippets all over the place. And yeah, the client has been, getting a lot of tractions more than ever. And we have even now paused the Google Ads campaign. We are not running any Google Ads anymore. And still, people are keep on coming into the website, obviously from our SEO effort. And yeah, the only thing that was not done in this campaign was the Google Business Profile, Google My Business, which obviously which was neglected from the project because the client has had some issues with the verification address. So this will be carried out in the future later, if the client decides to continue with the campaign. But obviously the contract was only for 3 months, and we achieved the results within the time frame, right? And so yeah, what's next with this project? So as SEO takes time, at least 3 to 6 months to see results, and it could even take 1 year or more to achieve great results. What we have achieved so far is obviously well above average, is exactly what we needed. Actually even more what we kind of expected, right? Now we just need to kind of let the site grows organically as more and more user signals. So now the site is all pretty much ranking number one and in the top five, top three for many of the keywords. So a lot of these top ranking keywords will just keep on getting more and more clicks, more and more user signals. And after a couple of other Google algorithm updates in the future as well, which will definitely favor the site, which there's no reason why Google would just tank this site in the next core update, for instance, right? So maybe after 6 months down the line, I'll probably update this case study again. And by that time, I'm pretty sure, like, pretty much all the keywords that are kind of now in the top five or top three should all be in the top two or top one. Or I can see, like, obviously some of them already in the top one or top two, but there's some that we wanted to kind of reach number one as well, but not yet reached, which is understandable. But yeah, as time passes, the authority of the site will just keep on growing, and the site will just keep on ranking better and better, even without continuation of the effort, right? That's just the nature of it. If you have a good foundation of SEO right from the beginning, then once you stop the campaign, you don't really need to kind of maintain it as much as you think you would, unless you're in a very very competitive niche. In that case, then you need to kind of maintain it for a while. Otherwise, in this area, for this niche, at least for local SEO, there's nothing a lot of you really need to do. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the campaign. And hope you have learned something from this video. If you're kind of interested in the tools that I use for the on page or in the tactics, then you can either reach out to me for like an SEO service. Then maybe I can let you know more about it, or kind of look into if you just want me to kind of train you how to do SEO, then you can reach out to me for the SEO coaching program as well. Which again, this SEO tool will be kind of included along with the SEO coaching program, so you get it for free anyway. So yeah, that's all for it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll try to answer it as soon as possible. And that's all for it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.